Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam240. As you may remember, Kamsa was going crazy. He was hallucinating that he saw Narayana. He would tell himself, there was a child on the seat, I was about to sit on it. Terrible. He would then go to bed and try to lie down, and there too, he would see the child. He would move away from there and stand far away. Looking down, he would see a child at his feet. He would go and sit down to eat. Instead of food, he would see the child on the plate. He would get up in disgust and walk away from there. At every step, the child would persist in lying in his way. To Kamsa, the entire world seemed to be pervaded by the Lord of Lords in the form of a mere child. The time was drawing near. Brahma, Mahadev, and all the Devas went to the presence of Devaki and stood in front of her with folded palms and praised the Lord. They said, "Salutations to thee, O Lord. You were gracious enough to take different forms at different times to save us from despair. You were Matsya, Hayagriva, Kurma, Narasimha, Varaha, Hamsa, Parashurama, Rama, Yagna, and Kapila. Many other forms were assumed by you. Now, when the earth needs you, please save the world from the great suffering she's undergoing. We bow down to you." They then spoke to Devaki and said, "You are a fortunate princess, since you will be the mother of Lord Narayan himself. Adishesha has already been born to you, and now this child, which is to be born, will be the savior of the world. You need have no more fear of Kamsa. His days are numbered." Having pacified her and encouraged her, Brahma and the rest of the celestial host vanished from their presence. The time was auspicious. It had the charm of all the 6 seasons. The planets and the stars were in the positions from where they showered peace and joy to the world. The 4 quarters were clear and pellucid, and the star Rohini was in the ascent, the star which is governed by Prajapati. The sky was clear and studded with stars which were shining brightly. The waters in the rivers were clear and sweet. The lakes were filled with flowers, lotuses and utpalas. The trees were covered with flowers. A gentle breeze was flowing, and it brought soft and intense scents of the flowers with it. The fires which were kindled by the Brahmins were burning without smoke, and an air of peace and tranquility pervaded the earth. The minds of all people were happy for no reason. Only Kamsa was unhappy. The divine Dundubi was being played in the heavens. Kinnaras were singing, and so were the Gandharvas. Siddhas and Charanas were chanting words of praise. The Apsaras and the Vidyahara women were dancing with abandon. The Devas and the Rishis showered flowers on the earth. There was heard a great rumbling from the clouds, which was like the roar of the ocean. It was midnight. The Muhurta was Abhijit, and Narayana, who is in the hearts of everyone, was born to Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva. Devaki gave birth to Narayana like the east brings forth the glorious moon. 150, Krishna is taken to Gokul. Vasudeva looked at the newborn child, and he was amazed. It was not an ordinary child. Narayana had appeared in his real form. Vasudeva saw that it was not a child, but Narayana himself, who was lying there in his arms. He looked at the lotus eyes, at his 4 arms, at the Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma in his 4 hands. Vasudeva saw the famed mark on the chest of the child, the mark known as Shivatsa. The jewel Kaustuba was gleaming on his neck, and he was wearing yellow silk. Dark as a rain cloud, he made the entire place shine with the splendor of his crown, his earrings, which were shaped like fish, with the glory that was himself. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.